Did you know that 85% of people feel trapped by their inability to say no? Leading to burnout, resentment, and even a loss of self-identity. Imagine living a life where you confidently protect your time, energy, and priorities without guilt or fear of upsetting others. This isn't just a dream. The Boundary Blueprint holds the key to turning this into your reality. In a world that constantly demands more from you, more time, more effort, more yeses, the Boundary Blueprint offers a much-needed lifeline. This book is a step-by-step guide to reclaiming your personal power through the art of boundary setting. It challenges the guilt and fear that hold you back and provides actionable tools to help you confidently say no, while preserving your relationships and peace of mind. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by obligations or drained by toxic dynamics, this book is your roadmap to freedom and balance. Number 1. The truth about always saying yes. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that saying yes is a sign of kindness or strength. But in reality, constantly agreeing to everything only leads to exhaustion and diminished self-respect. By recognizing that your time and energy are finite resources, you can start to prioritize what truly matters. When you choose to say yes to everything, you're inadvertently saying no to yourself, no to joy, no to meaningful goals. The book shows how breaking free from this harmful cycle begins with understanding your worth. Number 2, breaking free from guilt. Guilt is one of the most pervasive emotions when it comes to setting boundaries. Why do we feel so guilty when we decline a request or put ourselves first? The Boundary Blueprint dives deep into the psychological roots of guilt, exploring how societal expectations and personal insecurities fuel this emotion. You'll learn how to reframe guilt not as a moral failing but as a misplaced reaction. The book provides practical strategies to overcome guilt and replace it with self-assurance. Number 3. Mastering the pause. One of the most transformative concepts in this book is the power of the pause. Instead of immediately agreeing to requests, out of habit, take a moment to reflect. Does this align with your priorities? Is this a yes that serves you or drains you? Pausing allows you to regain control of your decisions. It's not about stalling. It's about ensuring that your responses come from a place of clarity rather than obligation. This simple practice can revolutionize how you handle commitments. Number 4. Speaking the language of boundaries. For many, the hardest part of setting boundaries is knowing what to say. This book offers clear and compassionate language for declining requests without alienating others. For example, when faced with a demanding colleague, instead of feeling cornered into agreeing, you might say, "I'd love to help, but I'm currently at capacity. Let's revisit this later." These phrases strike the perfect balance between kindness and firmness, ensuring your boundaries are respected. Number 5. Understanding your boundary. Personality. Are you someone who constantly says yes even when you don't want to? Or do you struggle with being too rigid in your boundaries? Understanding your unique boundary style is essential for growth. This book includes a powerful self-assessment tool that helps you identify your tendencies, strengths, and areas for improvement. Once you know your style, you'll be better equipped to tailor the strategies in the book to your specific needs. Number 6. Standing firm against resistance. Not everyone will celebrate your newfound boundaries. In fact, some may resist or even push back aggressively. This book arms you with the tools to stand firm. Even in the face of opposition, you'll learn how to handle difficult conversations, navigate passive-aggressive behavior, and maintain your resolve without escalating conflict. By the end of this chapter, you'll feel empowered to protect your peace, no matter how others react. Number 7. Boundaries in the digital world. In today's hyper-connected age, setting boundaries isn't just about saying no to people, it's about managing your digital life. Constant notifications, work emails after hours, and social media overwhelm can erode your mental health. The book offers actionable strategies to create tech-free zones, set limits on screen time, and prevent digital intrusion from consuming your life. These practices allow you to reclaim your focus and reduce the constant stress of being always on. Number 8. Embracing the freedom of saying no. The final lesson ties everything together, showing how setting boundaries is ultimately about saying yes to what truly matters. By reclaiming your time and energy, you're creating space for joy, growth, and meaningful connections. Imagine a life where you wake up excited, not dreading the long list of obligations you agreed to out of guilt. This isn't just possibly within your reach. By the end of this book, you'll have the tools and confidence to create the life you deserve. Number 9. The power of prioritization. One of the most life-changing insights in the Boundary Blueprint is understanding that every time you say yes, you're deprioritizing something else, often something more important. This lesson teaches you to ask a simple but profound question before committing. Does this align with my top priorities? The book offers practical tools, such as creating a personal priority checklist to help you evaluate requests and decisions. Once you identify your true priorities, setting boundaries becomes less about saying no to others and more about saying yes to what matters most. Number 10. The fear of disappointment. Why we say yes. Many people struggle with boundaries because they fear disappointing others. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, the thought of letting someone down can feel unbearable. This book provides powerful reframes to help you shift your mindset. Instead of seeing disappointment as a failure, you'll learn to view it as a natural consequence of prioritizing your well-being. By setting clear expectations and communicating authentically, you can reduce guilt and foster mutual respect in your relationships. Number 11. Redefining selfish. Have you ever been called selfish for putting yourself first? Society often equates self-care with self-centeredness, but this couldn't be further from the truth. The Boundary Blueprint helps you redefine what it means to care for yourself. This lesson emphasizes that prioritizing your mental and emotional health isn't selfish, it's necessary. By showing up as your best self, you can give more authentically to others without depleting your resources. Number 12. The boundary audit. Before you can set new boundaries, it's essential to understand where your current ones are failing. The book introduces the concept of a boundary audit, simple yet powerful exercise where you evaluate the areas of your life where you feel drained, overwhelmed, or unappreciated. By identifying these boundary breaches, you'll gain clarity on where to focus your efforts. The audit also reveals hidden patterns, such as recurring toxic dynamics that may require deeper reflection and action. Number 13. How to handle people who test your boundaries. Some people won't take no for an answer. They'll push, manipulate, or guilt trip you into changing your mind. This lesson equips you with strategies to handle these boundary violators effectively. You'll learn how to use assertive but kind communication to reinforce your limits. Recognize manipulative tactics like guilt, gaslighting, or emotional blackmail. Stand firm without escalating conflict or compromising your values. By mastering these skills, you can protect yourself from draining interactions and maintain control over your decisions. Number 14. Emotional boundaries. Protecting your peace. Boundaries aren't just about time or obligations, they're also about emotional energy. If you constantly absorb others' negativity, drama, or emotional baggage, it can take a serious toll on your well-being. This book teaches you how to create emotional boundaries that protect your peace. From limiting exposure to toxic people to practicing detachment, you'll gain tools to shield yourself from unnecessary stress while still showing compassion. Number 15. Saying no without saying no. Sometimes a direct no isn't the best approach, especially in sensitive situations. This lesson explores alternative ways to decline requests while preserving relationships. For example, offer a compromise. I can't commit to this right now, but I'd love to help next week. Suggest another solution. I'm not available, but maybe someone else can assist you. Use humor or empathy to soften the response. I'd love to help, but I don't have a clone yet. These strategies allow you to honor your boundaries while maintaining harmony with others. Number 16. How to set boundaries with yourself. One of the most overlooked aspects of boundary setting is the need to establish boundaries with yourself. Whether it's overworking, procrastinating, or overcommitting, our own habits can often be the biggest drain on our time and energy. This book provides actionable steps to stop overloading your schedule with unrealistic goals. Break free from self-sabotaging behaviors like people-pleasing or perfectionism. Set limits on unhealthy habits such as excessive screen time or overindulgence. By holding yourself accountable, you'll create a foundation for healthier boundaries in every area of your life. Number 17. Boundaries in family dynamics. Setting boundaries with family can be one of the toughest challenges, especially in cultures or households where saying no is seen as disrespectful. This lesson dives into navigating tricky family dynamics, offering insights on how to communicate your needs without triggering conflict. Handle guilt trips from parents, siblings, or relatives. Create healthy distance in toxic relationships, while still honoring familial bonds through real-life examples. The book shows that it's possible to maintain love and respect while prioritizing your own well-being. Number 18. The ripple effect of boundaries. When you set boundaries, you're not just improving your own life, you're inspiring others to do the same. This lesson explores the ripple effect of boundary setting, showing how your actions can encourage healthier dynamics in your relationships. Teach children or younger people the importance of self-respect. Create a culture of mutual respect in your workplace or community. Boundaries aren't just a personal act, they're a way to contribute to a healthier, more balanced world. Number 19. Practicing boundary setting daily. Like any skill, boundary setting takes practice. This book emphasizes the importance of consistency, encouraging readers to integrate small, manageable boundary setting actions into their daily lives. For instance, start with low-stakes scenarios, like declining an unnecessary meeting or taking a break when you need it. Over time, these small wins build confidence, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Conclusion: the Boundary Blueprint. How to Say No Without Guilt isn't just a book. It's a movement, a rallying cry for anyone who's tired of feeling overburdened and overlooked. With its actionable strategies and compassionate guidance, this book equips you to set boundaries that honor your needs and values. If you're Ready to break free from guilt, reclaim your time, and start living life on your terms? This book is your ultimate guide. Did this summary resonate with you? If so, hit the like button, subscribe for more life-changing book summaries, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What's the biggest boundary challenge you face? Let's discuss. Don't forget to grab your copy of the Boundary Blueprint and take the first step toward transforming your life. What's the surprising truth about boundaries? They're not just about saying no. They're about building a life where every yes truly matters. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore how boundaries can elevate your personal and professional relationships.